Hey guys, it's Saru, and welcome to another sporadic video here on the channel. Weekly videos, that's a lie. I might as well change that. But anyways, I think this might be the only video of this month. I'm not even saying if it's not going to be, but it probably will be. Now, as you may or may not know, okay, and you probably know this, I've missed a lot of news. And there's news that you guys probably don't know, and news that you were probably expecting me to say. But I'm going to say it, because it's a lot of news. And it's all going to be jumbled in this video. So let's call it MMO console news for 2021. Alright. This is going to be crazy. Let's get right into it. So, like I said before, this cannot be a Sarumonin video, mostly because I'm partnered with this company. If I didn't mention TERA. I know a lot of players are actually going all over the place, and I've been helping the team a lot with community management and stuff like that, so I'm hoping this actually relieves some kind of tension. There's a DPS meter coming. I don't really have the details to divulge just yet. I do know exactly how it's in the early works right now, but I wouldn't really expect an overlay where the DPS meter is telling you just how it's working. Because if you really think about it, for current gen like the PlayStation 4, especially early models, and the Xbox One, if that was implemented onto the screen, that's even more frame drops that I think players just wouldn't enjoy overall anyways, even if it's just an additional thing that they would enjoy. So what to expect? I feel like it's a possibility there will be an end screen. I think there was originally plans for an end screen kind of to tell you, hey, you did S level, A level, B level, whatever. But I think that a good way to think about it, and this is just me kind of throwing it out there, I don't know if it's going to end up being like this, but kind of an end screen where you can pull up the stats of each skill, what you did, how much damage you did, compare with the other classes. So if there's two warriors, you can kind of compare to see what did what, and how you can help each other or shame each other, because let's be honest, that's what's going to happen. Now, a new roadmap is actually being developed already for 2021. This means all of 2021 being into one single roadmap. I did release one for 2020. You know, I kind of wanted to share this unofficially so people actually knew, because nobody wanted to share a roadmap, especially NMAS Entertainment. They didn't want to share anything. It was just a mess. So there is actually a roadmap being developed already for 2021, everything that's coming and all that stuff. Now, we already know that Ellen Valkyrie is actually coming next year, and a lot of the things that were in 2020's roadmap, which I showed in a previous video somewhere, was pushed back either because Bluehole separated from Crafton or because of Koji's departure, which I'll talk about in a minute here. So that is going to be releasing soon. So like I said, Bluehole is separated from Crafton, so it's no longer Crafton Bluehole Studio, it's just Bluehole Studio under the Crafton Game Union. And that means that teams are being moved around just for everything, especially for Elion, for PUBG, for TERA console and TERA PC, and the brand new game that's just releasing called Callisto Protocol, apart from a couple other projects that's actually in the works already. Yes, that's right, I said Callisto Protocol. You didn't expect that one, did you? A brand new Crafton game? What? Gas. But yes, this was already shown on the Game Awards anyway, so you already know about it. And you already know that the producer of TERA console, Tamura Koji, has left TERA console. Now, there is new content already coming for TERA. This means new dungeons, new features, brand new crafting revamp of sorts, and a lot of other things that I don't know if I can share just yet. And just to mention this, yes, there is a next generation upgrade coming with brand new graphics that's coming soon. I can't really say when because I don't actually know. It's being developed where players can actually go from current generation graphics into ultra, or let's say high, and according to the team, the current actual graphics are lower than low. It was created for console, but it's actually lower than it's supposed to be. So it's actually going to be very, very high fidelity with better textures and stuff like that for players to enjoy. So when that's actually available, I will tell everybody, but for now, I don't really know. And now a special teaser for TERA console. I'm actually really excited about this. As you guys probably know, I already partnered up with TERA with Bluehole Studio basically, and we have a lot of cool things coming, and this is just a small teaser of what's to come based around my character of Sarumonin. So that's all I'm leaving you with. Okay. Now Black Desert. Black Desert doesn't have too much actually being shared around. There has been a lot of succession updates, especially since the last thing I actually mentioned. Since I departed from the Pearl Abyss partner program, mostly for Black Desert, I'm actually technically still partnered with them, but just not with Black Desert itself. Now the succession updates is basically a brand new thing, so think of it as Awakening's Awakening. That's the best way I could put it, at least. But the new Guardian class came out, new things came out, and, well, Yeah. Now the new update already has a succession update for the Guardian. So that's something actually to think about, and if you're thinking about playing on the next generation consoles, it is backwards compatible and you will actually get way better performance on next generation consoles than you would even getting an SSD on a PlayStation 4 Pro. There's also a sale available from December 9th at 4 p.m. PST, so that would have been couple days ago, until December 14th at 2 a.m. Now, Crimson Desert. I think a lot of players were super excited about this, especially when I originally covered it not too long ago, I guess. And the community, especially on my Discord, has been super excited about this because we actually thought it was an MMORPG. In fact, that's actually how it was marketed when it came out on the Pearl Abyss Connect event last year, and it was said that it was an MMORPG with a single player option of sorts. Seems it's not that way. It showed that the game is actually coming in winter 2021, which was kind of expected because we kind of thought that the closed beta was going to be this year or next year anyways. And all we saw was kind of a single player lore, everything that was going on around it, and it looked really fantastic, except it was a little choppy here and there. But a brand new website and information was released, and the interesting thing is, everywhere, all over social media, on YouTube, on the official Discord, which is now available, the term MMORPG has disappeared. So according to all of the information with the game, it's no longer an MMORPG whatsoever. Instead, it's a game that allows you to do some co-op dungeons, kind of like Genshin Impact, I guess you can really think about it, and for players to do some PvP, but it's not a full-scale MMORPG anymore. At least that's what we're taking away from it, because the term MMORPG has been removed from literally everywhere that has Crimson Desert. In all their branding and all their marketing, even in their press releases, there's no longer the MMORPG term. So I don't really know. So who knows what it is, but it's most likely going to be a single player game with co-op abilities. I'm hoping that it's actually an MMORPG, but I'm kind of also hoping it's a single player game. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this. But yeah, that's something for you guys to expect. It's just co-op with PvP. The Lord of the Rings Online. Now this game is something that's super old and I've actually played before, and it originally came out in 2007 for PC. In fact, one of my best friends, Sin, actually still plays it and just a huge nerd for it. But it's apparently coming to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. And I know that I've talked about Amazon's brand new MMORPG based around Lord of the Rings that's like a few years before all the movies and books and stuff like that. There's actually no news whatsoever, so this is actually going to be releasing. But according to an investor's briefing, Daybreak Game Company actually mentioned that the Lord of the Rings Online would be receiving a visual and technical updates for both PC and next generation consoles. So there actually are some thoughts that's going to be releasing in 2022, at least early 2022 or something like that, or late 2021 for the next generation consoles. Not really sure. I don't know why a 2007 PC game would be releasing on, I mean, it's very, it looks like RuneScape basically. Not that I don't know. I don't know. I hope it looks good. Maybe it gets a completely brand new look, but I don't know, especially when there's a brand new Lord of the Rings MMORPG in the development world already that's just for next generation consoles and PC. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't even know if there's crossplay. So, The Elder Scrolls Online. Now, Gates of Oblivion is a brand new patch that's coming in 2021, offering brand new content. Now, there is a next generation version coming out soon, but there is no set date. According to Bethesda's actual website, an article that released not too long ago, the update will be free to play, will be free to use. If you have the PlayStation 4 version or Xbox One version, you will be able to use it on the next generation consoles. Not much is said whether it's going to be new graphics, but it seems that way. I mean, that's just the new thing anyways for next gen stuff. Instead of backwards compatibility, you get brand new graphics that looks really nice, probably ray tracing and stuff like that. Even TERA is doing this, so who knows. Now there's one more MMORPG that's actually on the rise. It's coming on console and PC. Now the information on this is actually very vague and some people have been covering it, but I've actually went to their YouTube channel and, well, I've got a little bit of information if this is anything that's right. Now the game is called Rise. That's right. You heard the pun, but you didn't know I was doing it. The game is on the rise, wink. Anyway, so I went to their YouTube channel. Rise is this upcoming MMORPG that looks really fantastic, but nobody really knows what it's about. I actually looked at their channel keywords and I have this awesome thing from TubeBuddy which actually shows me how a channel's doing. Mine's doing terrible, by the way. Please subscribe and like my videos. But anyways, the channel keyword says Xbox, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, mobile, MMORPG, and the funny thing is clearly they're competing with Crimson Desert, because that's actually part of their keywords, that if you look for Crimson Desert, you look for this. How interesting. How interesting. How interesting. But not much is known. It looks really pretty, and I don't know, apparently it's an MMORPG and it's going to be crossplay, allegedly, and it's going to be on the PS4, Xbox, and PC, as well as PS5. I don't know if that's anything to go by. Now I actually decided to, I don't know, go to one of their newest videos, which is actually the second trailer by NXN, who is, I guess, the producer or the developer of the game. And it does say that it's an online game, an online RPG, multi-platform MMORPG. It's for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, but it doesn't say Xbox anymore. Now keep in mind, this is the official channel, but if you look at the original one from July, it does say Xbox, it says PC, it says Crimson Desert, and Crimson Desert gameplay. Don't do that. If you're actually going to be going on YouTube and creating channels, don't do this. Really don't do this. But yeah, it seems it's an MMORPG, an online game. It's going for PS5, Xbox, PlayStation 4, PC, mobile. I don't know. And I guess completely fighting against Crimson Desert. Not much is known. I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to give you any false answers. There is a website up, which you can look in the description below for all of these things. But yeah. Now, even though this is not really MMORPGs, we're going into a multiplayer slash, let's say, MMO-esque mentions. Back 4 Blood. Now, I know I shouldn't be actually mentioning this, but I'm a huge fan of Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. It's one of my favorite games. But the team behind Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, Turtle Rock Studios, are actually creating Back 4 Blood. It's actually a pretty good name. The worldwide release is set for June 22nd, 2021 for current and next generation consoles. And there's actually going to be a gameplay showcase on December 17th, so I'm hoping to actually get to that, and maybe we can make a video on it and see what we think about it. Let me know in the comments below if you actually want me to do that, or if you're not even interested whatsoever. But it looks really interesting. I've always been a fan of these games, especially when it comes to zombie games. Anyways, that's beside the point. Now, Scavengers. Apparently the PC beta is available now, and anybody can sign up, especially if you already had a beta code. You can just play already. There's 50,000 new slots available for everybody, and there's no console information just yet, but that is coming to consoles, so keep that in mind. Don't really know if there's going to be any crossplay or not. Who knows? For Plan 8, there is no information just yet. I'm hoping that we get some information, because it seems that 2021 is basically the year of MMORPGs. We have so many things coming out next year, especially just normal games in general. So I'm hoping that additional information, especially with DokeV, which seems to be one of the few games that actually will be releasing first from Pearl Abyss along with Crimson Desert. So I feel it's going to be a staggered approach where Crimson Desert releases first and DokeV and then Plan 8. That's just my thing. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. And now for Temtem. Now, this just recently released on the PlayStation 5, and it's only on PC and PlayStation 5 right now, and reviews have actually been pretty great. I don't know. The game is actually set to release next year for the Xbox Series X and the Nintendo Switch. But this Pokemon-esque MMORPG with housing, questing, ranked multiplayer PvP. It's not really player versus player though, is it? Basically like Pokemon PvP. It has crossplay as well already, so you can play with between PS5 and PC players. Now, the most interesting thing about this is that it's in early access. You don't really see that in PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 titles, especially now that we're in PlayStation 5. It's never really been an early access title in consoles before, but I haven't actually gotten it myself. I've actually been really interested in it, but I don't really know if I'm going to get into it because I'm really excited for DokeV. Now, of course, I've mentioned Temtem, so it only makes sense to talk about DokeV, which has a similar process. It's basically a Pokemon MMORPG, but it's more open world, and it actually has raids and stuff like that apparently, but I don't know. With Crimson Desert already changing details, I don't really know what to expect of DokeV or Plan 8 anymore. So Pearl Abyss, you've got me staggered here. I don't really know what to do here. But just like I said before, there's no release date just yet, but speculation said that in 2021 we're going to get more information and hopefully some gameplay. Ark 2. Now, Ark is actually a very popular game. A lot of my friends actually play it. I myself am not really a fan of it, but in the Game Awards they showed off this cinematic reveal with Vin Diesel showing off his manliness as a dinosaur hunter. More details are actually set to release already, so if you go on their websites, that's going to be available. And not much is known really about the game whatsoever. I would expect that it's just another MMO-esque kind of game with dinosaurs and housing and PvP and stuff like that. Now, Evil Dead, the game. I was so excited to see this. Oh my god, I had to mention it. It's not really a multiplayer game. It does have co-op, and it's going to be an absolute horror game, but I love the Evil Dead. I've seen every single movie. I've seen Ash vs. Evil Dead. it's just one of my favorite things. It is. But apparently it's going to be coming to current and next generation consoles, and it looks super good. Of course, it's just like a trailer and it's probably cinematic and it's not really game footage. But from what I saw, it looks really fun. I don't know. I'm probably gonna get it. So other than the fact that it's a co-op horror game, we don't know much. But apparently on the PlayStation and the Xbox channels, it will offer PvP as well. So there's co-op and PvP. So if you're into one of those things, well, there you go. Now for a special mention, Krafton is setting out to make its most horror scary game they can. Maybe competition with Kojima? He actually did say he wanted to create the most scary horror games, and he was just watching all these horror movies right now, so I don't really know. But the fact that Krafton's actually doing this is really interesting to me. They're using, of course, a brand new studio, and the trailer was released at the Game Awards, and it looks pretty damn exciting. I don't really know what to say other than that, because just CGI, really, it's just kind of a trailer. But who knows? If they're really excited to make a really scary game, I love scary games. And you guys have seen my streams, I'm absolutely terrible at them, and I scream like a little girl, but I love them. Yep. So that's pretty much it. I don't think we're going to get any more information on MMORPGs this month whatsoever, but what I'm interested in is how the Lord of the Rings Online is going to be coming to next generation consoles, especially the fact that it's a 2007 game. Like, it blows my mind. Like, even TERA coming was okay, like, it's a 2011 game, I guess, but it looks okay. But Lord of the Rings, 2007, it's like saying, hey, let's bring RuneScape or Wizard 101. I don't know. It might be really good though, so I'm not going to judge it just yet. So what do you guys think of all this news? Because it's quite a bit, I know. There is much more that I have to share, but for now, this is all that's confirmed, and a little bit of speculation here on the side, but I didn't want to give you guys anything that's, you know, just pure speculation, so let me know what you guys think. Alright guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and click the adorable f***ing bell to know when I upload a brand new video. And don't forget to come join my Discord if you want to chat and hang out. Much love, and as always, till next time, friends.